Hi everyone, it's Janette, Crafty Dork, here with another episode of my mini trifold journal. Now we did this and then we did that, and we're just about to finish off with a fabric flip there, and I've got the flip up there, so I'm going to just pop a little piece of this beautiful little washi tape. I might pop the squirrel there, so he'll go there. And he's just going to go on that corner. And I'll just put a little bit of, because I'm not sure how old this washi is. I know I've had it for a while, but it dries clear, so that will help it to stay in place. I picked out my fabrics, so we didn't have to worry about that. And we've done this little piece here to just finish off that bottom bit. So I've got some fabrics that I've just chosen randomly from my stash. A little bit of plain, little bit of fabric pattern there, and just colours that blended. Now I'm not going to stitch this in. I'm probably going to paper clip it. I have done some stitching on the top there, but I just want to decorate the top of it. So we'll just move this one out the way a bit, so we're not working on it. Over there. Now I've had all sorts of bits and pieces out here. I've had bits of brown, which I don't mind the brown there at all. Then I had a little piece of the white, and while it's got white in it, no, didn't like that. Then I found this piece, which is quite nice, and then this is some Kazaz, I'm not sure what it's called, let me just, and I'm not sure if they've still got it either, Cotton Neutrals it's called, from Kazaz here in Australia. I think New Zealand they go to, but when I put that on it, I quite liked that. I thought I'd bring in some pink from there. So what I thought I might do is have that like that, but then I can cut this in half. I brought my fabric scissors out just to, it's one of those that you can cut down the middle. So if I put that there, I'll pop that at the top. So I don't know why I actually sewed there, but I did. Goose. Now, that way. So, whoops. There. That looks quite nice. And that's probably all I really need on there. I could put, let's see what it would look like. These are a little bit of flat back pearl that I've had. I hope everybody is well. And, might not be too bad across, but then again, I've got you might do that. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to use double check everything, whether this one would have looked nicer. This one's from Wendy. Whether that would have looked nicer across there. It sort of blends in a bit better. I don't mind that. Let's use Wendy's, hey? I quite like that. Okay, now I'm going to glue it down. Oops. Like so. Then we'll put you down. I can never tell. It's that way. Okay. And then, yep, we'll put you as well. You don't really have to do a top on if you don't want to, but I think it just finishes it off a bit. Makes it look nice. I'm not going to stick. Why? Why aren't you sticking? We'll get you, you slippery little sucker. There we go. Yeah, that's stuck down. Okay. One of the Tim Holtz ones on. Come on, out you come. A little bit smaller. Oh, like probably the same size. So, oops. I think I've showed you these before. They're old video boxes that I keep and line up on my shelf with all bits and pieces in them. They don't take up too much room that way. Okay, so there we go. And by leaving this out and not stitching it into the onto the page, you can take it out and use it in other projects if you want. Okay, now let's just put a bit of bling on it. Now I'm going to have to use this one because it didn't stick to the other, did it? They are sticky, but they have been in my stash for a little while, like I keep saying, and I like to just make sure that they're going to stay. So we won't it's under my nail now. Okay, so that I'll either use the little Tim Holtz clip, or it might look better with that one. You're probably all telling me. I'll leave the Tim Holtz one there at this stage anyway. Right, so that will go there. Where did I put back here? Yep. Okay. So we've got there, there, in the middle, and that one like so. She's going to be a chunky monkey. Yeah, that's okay there. Okay, so there we be. We've done that one. And the back page is done. I will perhaps pop some little threads on those, but I think I'll just leave them blank. It gives you an idea of how they're made too, so that you can decorate them as well. Now this page is basically done. This one has got to have some stuff stuck onto it. That one will leave. This one I'm going to do something here. I might even just put some journaling paper on there, and then I'll decorate with the birds on and the flower there, and I might, yeah, journaling paper I think I'll put on there. Then I'll have the tags to do. Vellum I'm leaving plain, and then I'm leaving these papers plain to be written on. We've got flowers to go on those. I'm going to leave this plain, and I'll leave that plain, and then I'll decorate the centre one. So there'll be a bit of plain paper there in a row to write on. Okay, so in the next video we will finish off putting all the little bits and pieces on there on the pages, like the birds and what have you. I will have the papers ready to put onto the music paper, and yeah, then we should be finished and be able to sew the signature in. Oh, she is chunky, isn't she? What's it going to look like in there? I'm going to decorate the pockets there. So she's still going to close, and it will go, this is a bit stiff, but it will give, and then it will be wrapped with sari, or it can go the other way, be wrapped like so, and then around. I think I'll do it that way, because I'll put an eyelet here and then have the ribbon wrapping around, and that way that will be able to, and it's starting to curve already, to take in everything. Love it. Okay, I will see you in the next video. Until then, happy crafting, stay safe, and bye for now. Everyone, it's Janette, Crafty Dawk, here with another bit of ephemera for the little Trifold journal. This is the signature. Now, we made this and this one stamped. I put a little bit, I found some washi tape, and it's got, where are we? Oh, just a second, Peter's at the door and I've locked it. Okay, back. Now, yeah, so I had the little bit of washi tape there, and it's got squirrels and what's that, fish, goldfish, butterflies, birds. So that's a nice, I can't even remember, probably AliExpress or something like that. I got it from a long time ago. I haven't done AliExpress for years. So we did that, or I did that. Now I can't remember, did I do this with you guys? No, I didn't. So what I did here, I had the paper, the ledger paper, as I popped that one on there. I had a couple of Rolex cards that I got from Etsy, and it's so long ago I really don't know which shop it was, sorry. I got some green masking paper. I had some, where is it? It's gone. Go and walk about. Anyway, is it in there? Right, yes it is here. Had this. And I just cut a little piece off with the, just to give a bit of interest with the little pieces down there. Little bit of the top of some lace, and I did that on both of them. And then I put a little lace flower that I cut from this piece. It's got little flowers over it. I pop that on there with some eyelash trim and a button, and then I use one of the little flowers, or rosettes they call them, off those, and I just put one of those and a little button on there, and I faux sewed those buttons on. Now I've lost the other one. Then on the piece of vellum that I put across the corners, just a little bit of lace, and this piece of lace here was across the top there, and just put the name of some of the flowers that are not necessarily on the page but in the book. This is a little flower and a Tracy label, and the green is surgical gauze that you can put, that it's sent home from hospital with you if you have surgery. So that's that one. Put that in there. So that goes in there. That's the next page there. And then I just did on this little piece of book page that was next, I just pasted and some washi tape, so, and I just stitched around the edge, so I thought that's easy enough to do that you won't need to watch that. So the next page is going on to this one, and I've started it but not finished, so it's going to fit either this way or that way. The jury's out for that. So I'll show you what I've done, I'm doing. I've got a little verse, and it's a poem about the thrush, and this is the song thrush. So I've got the poem, and I'm popping one on this side, the next part of the verse there, the picture of the songbird, and then on the back I've just popped some tea-dyed paper that had lines on it, so that can go over. Now this paper is handmade paper that I got given at some stage, so I thought that was nice and fitting to pop that on. It doesn't need much else behind it. So the front piece is a piece that the lovely Wendy Mason, thank you so much Wendy, gifted me. There was such a big box I went through. I think one of my videos back is the unboxing of all that, and when you stretch that out, it's got beautiful pattern, and it just happened that the green was first up. So I stretched that over, and I've just got it's repositional tape, and that's just holding it down, but the top part I'm going to pop down with let me just put that out. Oh, now it's gone walkabout. No, it hasn't. Sorry, my arm's in the way. Just like pop the pin out the way so I don't lose it. So I'm just going to pop some glue across the top there. Sorry about that. Just across the top, because when I put the verse over that mesh, that repositionable tape will just hold it in place enough that I won't need to. I'll take these, I've just put repositionable tape there on those, and I've sewn around all of those verses. The repositionable tape will let it all stay in place. So, and this art glitter glue being clear when it dries is the ideal glue. So it's like that. Now when I sewed around, I pulled all the stitches through to the back. Now that can stay hanging down, or so it doesn't come undone, what I do is I just snip it off a bit. I don't want it hanging down at this stage. I just run a little bit of glue up there and pop that over the top. Okay, now I've inked around the edges, so I'll just go like so, and I'll put it through there as well, because that will then hold the, and once this is down, it fits beautifully in there. Couldn't have worked better if I'd tried to make it work like that. It'll hold that, and this doesn't matter if it pops up a little bit. I'm quite okay with that. Now while that's drying a bit, I'll just have a sip of my coffee, which is nearly gone cold. I've got the little song thrush egg and all to decorate with. And what I did when I went around the edges, I just went around the edges to darken those a little bit. See, I've done that again. I'll show you. When I pull it through, I come from the back, and if you pull, your stitch will come up. There'll be a loop, and you just stick a pin through the loop and pull it, and that brings your thread through from the other side, and makes it nice and neat. Can you see that loop there? I think you probably, let me make sure you can. There. And you just pull it through. So that way you've got your threads that can be popped up out of the way. So that's done around the edges there. And then I just pop it on my book page and just slowly from this outside in, just bring it over the edge so that it covers the stitches. You don't have to do the stitches if you don't want to, but it just blends them in a little bit. And I do like doing that when I'm okay. So then I'll just put a bit of glue up here, just there to hold those bits down. I think I've got just got a bit of a silicone brush there. That will just hold them around the edges with this one. Now I'm not doing I'm not putting any decoration around the inside part. They're just going to be plain at this stage, but you know, we can always change our minds. When I flip through, I might think a little bit of lace somewhere might work, but at this stage I'm not going to. So I stitched the paper onto the back, so I'm just covering that stitching. And these I like to just top stitch the pieces that I'm going to put down, and then they're done and I can decide where to put them anywhere in a page, and you haven't got it showing through to the other side. So that looks quite nice, doesn't it? Okay, now this one is going to go up here, and again I'm going to just, I mean, you don't have to glue this down, you can always just do it when you do the gluing around the edge, but you know, old habits die hard. And you don't have to really cut it off. If you don't want to, you can leave them on there. But, so that's that. When you make these flippy uppy things, they don't have to be that they, like mine is actually folded in half. You can fold it in, you know, a third over the page and 2/3 hanging on the other side, or you can do it the other way around. It doesn't matter how you fold it. It's just, I think sometimes the piece that you're going to put on it is what depicts the way that you're going to fold it. So when I cut the verse in half, that was the size that I decided to go with. So I'm just going to put that egg down there. Oh, it's the dog at the door. I thought my grandson's here, and I thought, oh no, he's not allowed in today. He was in here yesterday cutting with me, and can't get anything done. 3 days this week's enough. Joe had to catch up on some dog grooming, some clients that missed out while we were away on holiday. Not that it was a good holiday, but you know what I mean, don't you? There we go. Okay. So there we go. And what I'm going to do on there, I've got this little brass piece that I'm going to pop on the top like that, and I will use my this is like Helmer's 450, but it's it's not quite the same. It's the oh, what one is it? The Crafter's Companion? No, Couture Creations. A girlfriend that sells couture gets it for us, so we've sort of using this because the bottle is really squishy, like I think Deb at Paper and Scissors uses it too. The bottle is nice and squishy, so you don't get that your sore hands from using it. And that's just going to go there. I've just brought it just a little bit over there to work it all in. And these are just little silicone spatulas that I got. I think they're makeup spatulas, and you've probably in my other videos seen me use them, and it just saves the glue from, and because that's clear you can't see the glue through there, and that will stay forever. Okay, and I do want to pop a little I've got some bling here. Where are they? These little, is that the ones? No, these. They've got a little edge around them. They're a bit sweet, but I do want to, long way down there. Have I got, let's see if this one works. It's a fairly light colour, but it might work. Just to take the, yeah, it's just giving it a bit of an orangey. And they're just Copic markers. We'll see if it works, if it stays. If it doesn't, I'll have to get something else and colour it. I just want a very subtle colour, just to take away from the, I think it's going to come off, away from the, no, we'll put a bit of glue there too. Because sometimes the back of these need that little bit of glue on there, especially mine, because I've had a lot of them for so many years. There we go. So that's just a bit of bling, and then that will go, I think I'll put it on the outside at this stage, like that. And then into, yeah, and I might put a little piece of washi tape like this one down there in that corner, but I'll come back for those. Okay, so how long have we been on? I want to make the videos a little bit shorter if I can this time around. Okay, so we'll leave it at that one. That's just the single little one, and I will see you in the next video, and we will do the reverse side of that, which is popping on one of Tim Holtz's little frames. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video, and until then, happy crafting, stay safe, and bye for now.